Behmanji Pestonji Wadia was born in Bombay on 8th October 1881. B.P. Wadia was the eldest among 4 children. After completing his matriculation exam, he joined British textile firm in 1900 and worked there for a very short time. Later he joined his father's textile sales business. However, his father passed away very soon and B.P. Wadia assumed the family responsibility completely and managed the business well. From a very young age, he was influenced by the writings of Madame Blavatsky on theosophy. It did not take long for Wadia to decide his life calling. With a resolve to devote his whole life for the promotion of theosophy, he made proper arrangements for the care of his mother and siblings and offered his services to Colonel Olcott, the then founder-president of the Theosophical Society. And later he continued with Mrs. Annie Besant, who became president of the Theosophical Society. Upon his arrival in Madras, B.P. Wadia joined the Home Rule movement. He became well known among the leaders of the freedom movement. He served an house arrest at Ootacamund in 1917 along with Annie Besant. Valuing his enormous integrity, many urged him during later years for him to join active politics, which he gently but firmly refused, saying that he wished to be associated with theosophical and cultural activities alone. During his stay at Madras, B.P. Wadia became acquainted with the plight of the textile workers and was responsible for starting the first labor union in the country, namely the Madras Textile Working Union. And labor leader of unquestionable integrity, he led the Indian delegation in 1919 to attend the first International Labour Conference in Washington, D.C. B.P. Wadia was a prolific writer too, who was appointed manager of the Theosophical Publishing House. He also served as assistant editor of the Theosophist under Annie Besant and later the co-editor of the Theosophical Movement in 1930. He contributed immensely to the various contents in the 35-book series of the Aryan Path. B.P. Wadia penned more than 30 books which saw multiple prints and is still followed today. Wadia traveled extensively meeting societal influencers all over the globe. He found in United Lodge of Theosophists, ULT, an ideal forum for carrying forward the original doctrine of H.P. Blavatsky. Mr. Wadia proved to be a dynamic force who helped strengthen ULT in various places of the US. Towards the end of 1928, he resolved to bring United Lodge of Theosophists' work and method to India. Miss Sophia Kameko, a Colombian by origin, became acquainted with Wadia in New York and decided to proceed with him to India. They married in London in 1928, and several dedicated individuals also accompanied B.P. Wadia to India and made Bangalore and Bombay their center. The Bombay branch was declared open on 17th November 1929, and other branches in Bangalore, New Delhi and Madras were also established very soon. In 1945, with a vision to make available those nuggets of knowledge which make a man more healthy in body, more wealthy in mind, more noble in heart, and more self-sacrificing in spirit, the Indian Institute of World Culture was established. The prime objective of the institute is to foster the growth of a truly cosmopolitan spirit among citizens. From small rented premises in 1945, the activities were moved to its own current place in 1949. During the next 10 years, several initiatives like the opening of W.Q. Judge Cosmopolitan Home for students from across the world, a public library with thousands of books, a separate library for children, and a well-equipped auditorium for lectures and art performances were established. It is a testament to BP Wadia's ability to influence and attract world leaders, several heads of state, presidents, leading musicians, and artists who graced this institution to provide lecture or perform at the institute's venue. Wadia delivered his last lecture, Our Soul's Need, on 11th August 1958. On 20th August, BP Wadia passed away. His legacy remains etched in history and is alive even after decades. The institute houses more than 1 lakh books at its library, 10,000 books for children. 150 programs are held every year. Till date, more than 2,000 lectures, 3,600 and counting performances, several workshops and book release has happened. In the words of Sri BP Wadia, the fortunate is he whose earnest purpose never swerves, whose slightest action or inaction serves the one great aim.